That Indian nigga putting his hands into the motherfucking oil and shit and turning the things with his bare hands. Yeah, I ain't that nigga, yo. I'm over here frying some plantains and shit. Just the tip of my finger went in there. And the only thing that came out my mouth was like, yeah, nigga, you ain't that nigga. You is not that nigga. Ain't nothing like life to humble you, yo. Life will put you right back in your motherfucking place, nigga. Life will put you right back in your place if you don't put yourself in your place. Stay humble, family, so life don't be humbling you, alright? Stay humble. Ain't nothing like humility, man. Ain't nothing like humility. Ain't nothing like shutting the fuck up and letting other people glorify you instead of glorifying yourself. Not everything that we see other people doing is for us to do. Sometimes even if we can do it, it's not for us to do. It won't go the same way as for other people. Then there's some things that you see other people doing that you can't do yet, but it is for you to do. You get what I'm saying? Putting my hands in the oil and turning the food with my hands, that shit ain't for me. Never was, never will be, never will try it to begin with. But yeah, family, stay humble, man. The competition in life is between you and you. You don't got to be better than other people. You just got to be better than your last self, than your own self. And sometimes just by being better than yourself, that in itself allows you to be better than other people. You can see that especially in fighting. In the arena of martial arts and in sports where it's individual effort, not team, you'll see that a lot of the times it is not the most talented that wins. It is the most disciplined. It is the one that is willing and able to sacrifice the most, to risk the most, that usually wins. Not the one that's most talented. You see, I've seen left and right very talented fighter get knocked out by not so talented individuals that were, however, very, very disciplined, that were willing to risk and that were willing to sacrifice what was necessary in order to win. It's not the most talented in life that win. It is the most disciplined and those that actually apply the knowledge and understanding that they acquire. In other areas of life too, I've seen people that growing up, I admired their talent. I admired their natural talents. And they had the potential to go very far in life. They had the potential to be making millions right now instead of standing on a block hustling bags and shit, you know, doing stuff that they really never really it wasn't in their timeline if they became their absolute best self. But a lot of the times, yo, you gotta let children, you gotta teach children, you gotta help children rely on their own motivation, on their own willpower. You can't believe for them. Yeah, that helps at first, but then they gotta start believing in themselves and, you know, believing that they can achieve what is believed for them. Mashallah, I am so grateful to the Most High that envy has never been one of my vices. I'm grateful that envy has never been one of my vices because of that, I have been able to admire, appreciate, and recognize the talents that others have that I believed were lacking in me. And they very likely, I didn't have those talents anyways to begin with, right? I wasn't blessed with a present father, right? My mother always worked her ass off, so I'm grateful that I at least got that work ethic from my mother. Even if I'm unwilling to work for other people, I'm willing to grind for myself and I'm willing to grind for my family. And if I need to work for another, I'm also willing to do my best. But I'm grateful that I wasn't cursed with the vice of envy. But yeah, family, your job ain't to be better than other people. Your job is to be better than that man and woman that you look in the mirror, that you see in the mirror, that looks back at you when you look in a mirror. That's your job. Your job is to beat that motherfucker to the gutter every day, to wake up and ensure that you win more battles against that individual than than the lowest version of that individual looking back at you wins against you. Because there's two versions, right? There's the one that has everything you want because that individual was willing to wake up and grind and to be disciplined and to sacrifice immediate gratifications in order to get what that individual wanted. And then there's that version of you, that version of that individual that wants those things but is unwilling to do the work, is unwilling to apply the knowledge and understanding.